Hello and welcome to Upstack America's Oracle EBS Financials Functional Training. My name is Bob and I'm the lead senior consultant for Upstack America. And with me today I have Victor, who is also a senior consultant. And today we are handling Payables Lesson 7. And Victor, please walk us through.
Thanks, Bob, for the introduction and welcome everybody to this lesson. We are still on payable setup and we are going to pick up where we left from last session. In the last session, we talked about what we need to set up in order to use our payables module in terms of financial options. We have payable system setup and the payables options. So in this lesson, we are going to start configuring our financial options. And one thing that we need to do is we need to create these 3 accounts that are mandatory in the accounting part of the financial options. So we have to go and add these accounts to our GL. I have just indicated these natural account numbers for my value set, and you can use whatever values that will fit well with your own value set. Okay, so these are the 3 accounts. There's a liability account, which is going to be our expense, our payables account. Then we have the prepayment account, which is an asset account, and we also have a discount taken account, which is going to be a revenue type of account. So let's head on over to Oracle. And I can log in as payables or GL, doesn't matter. So go to setup, key and values. Let's look for a Mascani group account. So I'm going to add the prepayment and the discount taken accounts because we already have a liability account, which is our payables. Okay. And it's right here, payables account, and we know the type is liability. All right, so we are adding prepayment, which is 1204. And this is an asset type account. And we also have the discount taken, which is 4010. And this is a revenue type of account. Can save our work and close this. So now when we go to configure financial options, we are going to have these accounts. to fill in that GL account section. Okay. So I'm still logged in as payables. Let's go to setup, options, financial options. Okay, so the first thing we are asked to fill in is the number of future enterable periods, and we are going to go with 1. These are some of the things that the client will let you know how they want them to be set up. The accountants will let you know. Okay, so these are the GL accounts that we were talking about. Now remember, these financial options are operating unit specific. So we want operating unit 1 belongs to Maskani developers. Maskani developers. Account, because this is a liability type account, Oracle already selects for you the two liability accounts in your value set. So payables is there and it's the one we want. I'm going to go with default for this and everything else. Default. Okay. Then we have to fill in our prepayment account. Asset type account 1204. And finally, we are going to fill in the discount taken account. Okay, so we have filled out the first part there. Now, let's go to the second tab. Okay, remember I said this, if you're only using the payables module, if Oracle payables is the only module that's being implemented, then this option, accounting, is the only mandatory tab that you have to fill out. But now this is a Vision installation that we are using, and it comes with a purchasing module. So this inventory organization becomes mandatory. So we have to create an inventory organization so that we can fill it out here. Otherwise, we won't be able to complete our financial options setup. Okay. So unfortunately, we'll have to quit this, because even if we save this, it will ask us to fill the mandatory field, this one. So let's just quit. So for the inventory organization, like I had said before, it's also another type of organization like the operating unit, but it's used to secure inventory organizations for which we want to track inventory. Okay, so they are used by it can be something like a warehouse or a distribution center or a manufacturing site. Okay, so we have to create an inventory organization, which is going to be like a dummy inventory organization, which we are going to assign under that supplier tab there. And this is just for the purpose of us being able to complete our financial options. Otherwise, we will not have to fill that out to have a workable payables module. So let's follow this navigation. I'm going to use the global HRMS responsibility, just to be clear. So we're going to work structures, organization, description, and we want to create a new organization. I am going to call mine Maskani group inventory, if it lets me fit the whole thing. Okay, save. The location, we can use the same 100 George Avenue we have been using. Save. Then let's select a organization classification, inventory organization, and let's enable it. Now click on others because there are some fields that we have to enter there. We're going to enter information under this accounting information and under this inventory information. So let's start with the accounting information. This is another flex field. We can click there. Okay, this is what you have to enter here. So let's start with our ledger, which is Maskani Group US. And the legal entity we are doing this for is Maskani Developers Legal Entity. So looks like the operating unit field is not mandatory. So we're going to leave it like that. Click on OK. Yes. Then we need to fill out, let's see, inventory information. Change responsibilities. Okay. Okay, so we had created an inventory organization using the global HRMS responsibility, and then we tried to enter some information there under the inventory information, and we were unable to do it through that responsibility. So what we did is, what we are going to do is that we are going to assign ourselves this inventory responsibility and create the organization from there instead. Let me go to system admin and just show you the responsibility. So the responsibility that we assigned ourselves is this one, inventory. So it's just inventory and it belongs to the inventory application. Okay, so simple, both the name is inventory and belongs to the inventory application. So that's what you're going to assign to your user. All right. So I'm going to switch back. I'm going to go to the inventory responsibility. So set up organizations. So I have already started the process of creating the new inventory organization. It's the same thing that we did for the other one. So the name I gave mine is Maskani Group Inventory. Same location, and classification is inventory organization. So we're going to go to this other tab and select accounting information. And I'm going to enter my primary ledger here. The legal entity, Maskani developers, and let me assign this to our operating unit. Okay, so there's no list of values found. Okay, it's not mandatory, so let's see whether it's going to work. Then we also have to enter inventory information. This is what was not appearing when we use the global HRMS manager. So organization code, I'm just going to enter MG for Maskani Group. And then item master organization, here you can enter the name of the inventory group that we've created. Calendar. This is a workday calendar. Since we are using the same instance for this class, just select the inventory organization that we are creating is just a dummy inventory organization so that we can fill out that field in the financial options. So we are not paying too much attention to details. So this calendar can work, the KEN1. So just select that. You can save that information. Under costing method, we are going to use standard. And keep this transfer to GL. Here we have to enter an account. We're going to use the retained earnings account. And we can default everything else. Okay. All right. Here you can just put 1 and save. Okay, yeah, there's this account that we need to have. I should have remembered that. Okay, and I had created a list of these accounts in case we needed them. So these are the ones I am going to use for mine. These are accounts that I used for purchasing. So we have to enter some accounts here. So we have to exit this and first go and add these accounts to the value set. Okay. Then we'll come back here. So let's go. Whether we can go to, we have a flex fields option here in the key segment values. Okay. So these are the accounts that we need to enter. So 005,000, no, 5100, which will be our costs of goods sold, and all these are going to be expense accounts. Okay. And then we have deferred cost of goods sold, cost of goods sold. Oh, I think I'm getting confused now. So 5101 is our deferred cost of goods sold. 05101 is our deferred COGS, and this is also an expense account. The next one is invoice price variance, and it is 5102. So they're just in order. 5102 invoice price variance. Confirm that that's the correct name. Yes. Expense. And finally, I believe you have purchase price variance. And this should be an expense account too. Let's save that and click on OK on this compile request. So now we can go back to our inventory organization, and we have the accounts to fill into those fields. The navigation is set up, organizations. So on Mascani Group inventory, find, and we make sure that on the accounting information, everything is okay. Okay. So inventory information. So we have to start again. So we're going to go with MG. Inventory organization is Mascani Group inventory. Calendar, we said we can use this KEN1, and we can save our work here. Costing method, we are going to be using standard. This we said is going to be a retained earnings account. Okay. Save our work there. Starting serial number we can put at 1. And then we have these accounts that we have to enter here. Okay, so company. This is purchase price variance. All of them are expense accounts. Oh, do not save the 3 accounts. Okay. Oh, that's bad. So I made a mistake when entering these account numbers, and I put 210 in front of this instead of 2 zeros. Okay, don't want to use them when they're like that. Oh wow! So we have to go and maybe disable them and create correct ones. So set up flex fields, key values. Okay, let's see. I'm going to disable this, save, then 5102 can make this invoice price variance, and 005103 purchase price variance. Let's go and enter the account type, expense and expense. Okay. Save this. Okay, let's take a small break while I confirm something. All right, so today is a bit messy, but bear with me. There's one more account that we need to add, and it's this inventory AP accrual. So we're going to add that one more account here. Before I enter anything, let me see where the AP, it's a payables kind of a liability kind of account. So we are going to enter it as 2002. So we can enter it anywhere, but I just wanted to make sure so that we don't have any more issues. So inventory AP accrual. And we want to make this a liability. Okay, now let's go and hopefully we'll be able to finish our inventory organization setup. So setup organizations, I'm still under the inventory responsibility. I'm going to enter Maskani here. And click on others. We're going back to inventory information. So the code again is MG for Maskani group. Can save that. standard. We were using our retained account here. Save. Starting serial number can put as 1. Save. All right, now let's fill out these accounts. Purchase price variance. Okay, there it is. Invoice price variance. One, two. And inventory AP accrual, I think was 2002. Sales account, we already have this, so we just use sales and revenue account. We didn't need to create another one for that. Cost of goods sold, we should have entered this. An expense account. T100. Deferred cost of goods sold. Okay. Okay. So I believe we are done with our setup. And you can see it. So we have created our inventory organization, and hopefully we'll be able to add it to our financials options under the supplier tab, which is what we were dealing with to start with before we came all the way here. So let's go back and go to setup, options, financial options. This is where we started. And we went around the desert for 40 years. So let's enter future periods 1. Liability account, we said, is going to be our payables. And we are going to default everything here. We had created a prepayment account, which is an asset type account. Should be, I think, 1200 and something. Yeah, 1204. Default everything else here. Discount taken, we had also created this. And should be a revenue account. That's default. Okay. Now let's see whether we get any luck with this. There we go. Mascani Group inventory. We don't need to enter anything else under here. Well, under human resources, we do because of the business group that we have and because we have an Oracle human resources, but this default value is fine, and we can save. Okay. Okay, so we are done with our financial options. That's all we need to define for financial options. Yeah, so we can close that and go back to our slides. So taking a step back, we entered financial options for GL. GL accounts for financial options. And remember, as I said, for the inventory organization, we were only doing that because we have a purchasing module for this Vision installation that we are using. So in our next session, we are going to enter the other options, which is the payable system setup and the payables options. But Bob, we can end there unless you have something to add.
I think we are good for now. Thank you so much, Victor.
All right, thank you.